Alright, so I like the pewag chains, especially when I'm going into like some trails or some really muddy, marshy areas that I'm not really sure of. So this way you can kind of get really good traction. On the tractor going through. Especially a lot of rocky terrain. Kind of helps when those rocks get a little slippery. Get some extra grip with the chains coming in. And going back up. So from inside the cab, you can kind of see a little bit better of view. And I got some pretty rocky areas here. We go into some kind of like muddy. I know it's kind of like undergrowth. You can kind of see a lot of leaves and sticks and stuff. And a couple times it's gotten muddy enough where if I didn't have chains, I would not be easily getting out of this area. And I did put a lot of rock down here, cover up a lot of the mud that you can see. This get pretty interesting, especially without chains. Chains just make this terrain a lot easier to navigate and spin around on. Especially with like get some rocks, and they kind of get slippery. The chains add a little bit extra leverage to that, and then it's a lot easier to run with. side. This does make it a lot easier and grips a lot nicer for sure. But anyway, not only for snow and ice, it's like muddy, marshy terrain as well. Definitely help get you some little extra grip. Anyway, you can see kind of the mud and stuff that picked up. So, again, just not for snow and ice, but if you got some real muddy terrain where you need some extra grip, they will definitely help you through that.